Hey guys, it's Bendy, and I am going to touch on this Muslim topic again. So, Muslims keep saying, oh, Muhammad's in the Bible, Muhammad's in the Bible. Let me make this clear. Muhammad is not in the Bible. Oh, he's there. Where? Okay, let's go over this, shall we? Deuteronomy. Moses, in his final transcript, he is talking about the coming of a brethren, a coming of someone important. And if you simply look at the text and align them with Muhammad's behavior, it does not match. Muhammad is not a brethren of the Jewish. If anything, he can't stand the Jewish because they denied him. Whenever he went to the Jewish who were the higher power in his area and said, I am a prophet, I have been visited by an angel, they said, no, you're not, get lost. And he didn't like that. So he struck up a war. So no, he is not a brethren of the Jewish. He may claim Moses, Abraham, and all these other prophets are part of his religion, but no, they worshipped Yahweh. They didn't worship Allah. They didn't do the surah prayers. Yeah, they did a couple prayers on their face. But no, it wasn't ritualistic. It wasn't 5 times a day. Other religions literally pray on their face. Hinduism, Buddhism, paganism. Like, you didn't create something new, honey. Moving on to the next one. Song of Solomon. First of all, music in Islam is haram. It's not allowed. Even though music is a ginormous form of worship, even David, whenever they brought in the Ark of the Covenant, was so overtaken by the celebration, he took off all of his clothes. And he just danced and he sang and he was ecstatic by the celebration of God. But according to them, it's haram. So take with what you will. So in the middle of Solomon doing the do with one of his wives. Yes, he had many. He had up to 700. I'm trying to think of how to say this without getting demonetized. In the middle of doing the do you really think that one of his wives is going to break out into prophecy about a coming person? No. No. I don't think so. So what she said is, my dearest Muhammad, where the word of Muhammad refers to desirable and beautiful in Hebrew. So no, she wasn't referring to Muhammad in the slightest. She was calling her husband that was railing her desirable and beautiful. So no, she wasn't predicting Muhammad coming. Next part, Isaiah. So I don't really know where they're picking the parts out of this one. They're just picking at weeds at this point. But Isaiah makes it incredibly clear he is predicting the coming of Jesus. He's not predicting Muhammad in the slightest. And then this last one is a little bit tricky because they want to shove this one all in our faces. Jesus said, one greater than I will be coming. Jesus is not referring to Muhammad. Let's look at this for one moment. Jesus had a lame man walk, had the blind see, raised at least 3 people from the dead. Even if you guys refuse to recognize him as God and that he was crucified, you guys are willing to recognize he was sinless and he performed countless miracles of healing and things that cannot be explained by mere man. What did Muhammad do? Oh, that's right. He was told that he wasn't supposed to perform miracles. He never casted out any demons. If anything, he just talked with the tip of the sword. So what makes Muhammad greater than Jesus? Besides the fact that he brought a book. Please share what you want to. I would love to know your reasoning why you would think Jesus is predicting the coming of Muhammad, where Jesus had done such greater things and is such greater. I mean, I'm also going to bring up this one other thing before I tell you who he's talking about. That if Muhammad is greater than Jesus, why is Jesus the one that was taken up to heaven or ascended up to heaven in our belief? Why is he the one coming back to strike down the Antichrist and not him? Why is Jesus the one that's in charge of all this? Think about that. So Jesus is not predicting Muhammad. He is predicting the Holy Spirit. Yes, the Holy Spirit is greater than Jesus. It lives within him. It lives within each one of the believers. The same power that raised Jesus from the grave lives in each and every one of his believers. And that's how we will rise whenever the time comes. So, no, Muhammad wasn't predicted anywhere in the Bible. If anything, he was warned about. Galatians 1:8. If a man or an angel comes to you and preaches to you differently than I, the Lord your God, have preached to you, may he be accursed to hell. That angel preached different. Muhammad preached different. You can pretty much figure out where he's at. So, Bendy out.